Everyone has their own favorite childhood games. If you grew up in the 90s, for example, it could have been something like Pokemon. If you grew up in the 2000s, you also had Bakugan or Beyblade. And nowadays you have these things. And slime, I guess. Kind of a downgrade, to be honest. And if you grew up in the 1900s, your favorite childhood game was probably being sent to the trenches at age 14. The thing I used to play a lot of was Beyblade. Looking back now, this game was really strange. You basically spin some metal tops, watch them hit each other for a bit, and then somebody wins. Games like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Required some sort of skill and strategy. But with Beyblade, you sort of just throw them out there and hope you win. But oh god, were these things fun to collect. You had the long ones, the ones that could change modes, some had self-balancing mechanisms, and if you had the Japanese models, well, you were basically a trans-dimensional god. Back in elementary school, we used to have some pretty crazy Beyblade tournaments. These started pretty innocently at first, just some kids having a good time playing Beyblade. Then out of nowhere, you have people forming Beyblade gangs, modifying their Beyblades, getting foreign imported Beyblades like it was some kind of drug cartel. So at this point, it was basically a Beyblade Cold War. I remember trying to control a Beyblade with a magnet at some point. It didn't work. I don't know why I thought it would. Eventually, the teachers just banned Beyblades. Like 3 times though, because we didn't want to listen to them. There was also the Beyblade anime. This was one of the strangest things about Beyblade, and the show is still going on to this day. Now I started watching around the Metal Fusion era, which was the line of Beyblades that were fully customizable and were made of metal. Which was a very strange marketing choice, selling kids high-speed metal razors. Besides that Beyblade series, there was some other one that came before, and well, it kind of sucks. I don't know, there's just something about it that feels like it came straight out of my nightmares. But the Beyblade Metal series, that series was pretty good. Look at this, we got Jinga, a mentally distressed 12-year-old boy socially manipulating his way to the top of the social hierarchy. The first season of the show is like any other toy-based anime. He's over in the suburbs, fighting your local delinquents. A couple tournament arcs later, he's defeating some metaphysical demon lord that's trying to destroy Earth. He also has the military backing him up, and he's doing it with only a Beyblade. The show also had some pretty deep lore. So much so that I'm theorizing that the creators of Dark Souls were just trying to copy Beyblade and got lost along the way. If I remember correctly, there was a meteor that hit Earth a long time ago. So humans forged tops out of this meteor and created Beyblades. Then they used these Beyblades for their own benefit. For example, Moses splitting the Red Sea with a Beyblade. If using a Beyblade in this manner was commonplace there, just think about how else Beyblades were used in this universe. Were they used on the battlefield as an alternative to swords and spears? Perhaps instead of bombs, they could just send powerful Beyblades into the ground. Wait a minute, were the bombings of Japan done with Beyblades then? And was there a Beyblade Manhattan project where they tapped into the power of Beyblades? The power of this meteor was also used to create other devices, such as Bey Wheels. Remember those? You gotta give credit to the writers though for coming up with all this lore for a show about metal tops hitting each other. Just imagine, you're a writer working for some animation studio. You spend a large majority of your life refining your skill, spending a ton on your degree, then you worked your way up from an intern so you could get hired. Then one day, your boss comes up to you. "We just got a great new deal with this company, but we're gonna need you to write down the plot for the new show we're producing." "Oh, yeah, for sure. What show is it? I'm sure I could come up with something as long as..." Beyblade? Beyblade? "Yeah, we're gonna need 50 episodes written by, how's next Tuesday sound?" "Wait, hold on, I still don't..." "Well, anyways, good luck. You're also not getting paid for working overtime." Speaking more broadly, what was up with these toy-based animes? Beyblade was just one example, but you also had Pokemon, Bakugan, Yu-Gi-Oh!, the weird cat one. Each of these shows had the same format. You had the OP main character who was above the age of 10 but below the age of 15, the friend he met along the way, the wiser older character that also travels with them or shows up whenever they feel like, the idiot 6-year-old, and that one person with their off-brand Nintendo handheld that explains every move or attack someone makes. You know who I'm talking about. They always had the glasses and they do the laser eyes thing. The addition of these characters was a genius move on the writer's end. Think about it. If these shows were designed to sell toys, you can't make a better move than having a character that explains all the wonderful benefits of buying this product. It's like those TV commercial channels, except now they're for children. I'm just waiting until a multi-level marketing company funds an anime. It seems you've nearly won this fight using your Finvex chemical-free microfiber cloth. However, wait a minute, what's that? That was Finvex's new skincare solution, Skinvex. Using ancient Mongolian alchemy techniques that are proven to work 100% of the time, it will make you look 10 years younger, nearly instantly. That's crazy! No. You know what's crazy? New same-day shipping if you call the number below.